Welcome to Sugosha Defence News. The highlights. Cochin Shipyard wins order from Norway's Wilson ASA for design and construction of four 6300 TWD dry cargo vessels. Third 25T Bollard Pull tug Bajrang has been delivered to Indian Navy on 29th of June. Indian Army inducts first ever indigenous chip-based Made in India 4G base station from Signaltron. Indian Navy participates in RIMPAC naval exercise. The Navy ship INS Ranvir arrives in Bangladesh for operational deployment. The DRDO and the Indian Navy's Warship Design Bureau are collaborating on a new generation of indigenous conventional submarines. Solar Industries unveils Cibex 2 explosives twice as powerful as TNT. Bangladesh Navy signs contract for 800-ton ocean-going tug with GRSE. The global highlights: Skynode S Auterion autonomy kit lets attack drones fly through jamming. US DARPA SHEPARD receives its official X-plane designation XRQ-73. Netline presents new non-database direction finding sensor. Udupi Cochin Yard won an order from Norway's Wilson ASA for design and construction of four 6300 TWD dry cargo vessels. This is a follow-up order in continuation of the contract awarded in June 23 for design and construction of six 3800 TWD dry cargo vessels, which are now at advanced levels of construction at the yard at Udupi in Karnataka. Wilson ASA is a short sea fleet operator in Europe. It transports about 15 million tons dry cargo across Europe. Cochin Shipyard said an agreement has been entered into for the additional four vessels of the same type, which will be formally contracted within September 19, 2024. The vessel is of 100 meters length and has a dead weight of 6,300 metric tons at a design draft of 6.5 meters. The vessel should be designed by Conoship International, Netherlands, and shall be constructed as an environmental friendly diesel-electric vessel for the transport of general cargo in the coastal waters of Europe. The overall project of 8 vessels is worth about 1100 crore rupees and is to be executed within September 2028. The third 25T Bollard Pull tug Bajrang has been delivered to the Navy on 29th of June. The contract for construction and delivery of three 25T BP tug was concluded with Sugosha Shipyard Limited. The availability of tugs will provide impetus to operational commitments of the Navy by facilitating assistance to naval ships and submarines during berthing and unberthing, turning and maneuvering in confined waters. The tugs will also provide afloat firefighting assistance to ships alongside at anchorage and also will have capability to conduct limited search and rescue operations. Indian Army has inducted the first ever indigenous chip-based 4G mobile base station which it procured from Bangalore-based firm Signaltron through the government e-market portal. Signaltron has built the entire system indigenously using India's first chips for 4G and 5G networks developed by Signalchip. This is the first time an Indian system running on an Indian chip for complex communication technology has been inducted into the Army. Using indigenous chips gives a high degree of control on the security of the system in its operation. Indian Army had posted a bid on GEM for the supply of 4G LTE NIB, that is network in a box solution last year. Signaltron proposed the Sahyadri NIB solution and came out successful in stringent technical trials. Subsequently, Signaltron also won the competitive bid to supply the equipment. Weighing just 7 kilos, Sahyadri network in a box system provide high quality secure wireless communication for audio, video and data applications. Sahyadri NIB is capable of working in both stand-alone and cellular modes and capable of seamless interoperations with legacy analog and IP telephony systems. The majority of the base stations deployed in India are not made in India. Even the few that are made in India do not have indigenous chips inside, which is the most strategic and important component of modern electronic devices and equipment. Signaltron has supplied 20 units to the Army, and the deployment of the base station depends on their strategic requirements. Economic Explosives Limited has developed and received Indian Navy certification for three new explosive formulations with enhanced power and safety features. The first, Sebex 2, a high performance explosive, boasts a TNT equivalence of 2.01. TNT equivalence measures an explosive's power relative to trinitrotoluene, that is TNT. Sebex 2's high equivalence means it delivers a significantly stronger blast than conventional explosives such as Dentex Torpex used in Pinaka warheads, which typically have a TNT equivalence of 1.25 to 1.30. Even the powerful HEMEX explosive used in the BrahMos missile has a lower TNT equivalence of 1.45 to 1.50. This increased power could revolutionize the effectiveness of warheads, aerial bombs, and artillery shells. The second one is the Sitbex 1, a solid thermobaric explosive. Thermobaric explosives, also known as fuel air explosives, are designed to create a longer lasting, high temperature explosion, making them particularly effective against fortified structures like bunkers and tunnels. It exhibits superior blast impulse, fireball temperature, and fireball diameter compared to conventional explosives. The third is the Simex 4, which is an insensitive explosive formulation. Insensitive munitions are designed to withstand an accidental ignition during storage, transportation, and handling, significantly enhancing safety without compromising effectiveness. It demonstrated high shock insensitivity and a large critical diameter, key parameters indicating its insensitivity exceeding the performance of current insensitive explosives used in naval warheads. Bangladesh Navy has signed a contract for a Made in India 800-ton ocean-going tug with GRSE. According to Indian High Commission in Dhaka, this is a new milestone in India's defense line of credit to Bangladesh. From the global news, Skynode S Auterion autonomy kit lets attack drones fly through jamming. The palm-sized Skynode S card makes small drones much less dependent on an uninterrupted wireless link to a human remote controller. Auterion, a US-Swiss firm that works for the US, Britain, Holland, and Ukraine, with production lines in Texas and Kyiv, say that Skynode S upgrade kit is meant to make small drones smart enough to perform some crucial functions on their own. US DARPA SHEPARD receives its official X-plane designation XRQ-73. The series hybrid electric propulsion aircraft demonstration known as the SHEPARD has received its official X-plane designation, the XRQ-73. SHEPARD is an X-prime program leveraging the series hybrid electric architecture and some of the component technologies from the earlier AFRL IARPA Great Horned Owl project. The DARPA team includes members from the Air Force Research Laboratory, the Office of the Naval Research, and warfighters. The prime contractor for SHEPARD is Northrop Grumman. This first flight of the XRQ-73 is expected by the year end 2024. Netline Communications Technologies, a leading developer and manufacturer of high-end electronic warfare and tactical spectrum dominance systems for defense forces and homeland security agencies, presents a novel approach to drone detection with its new non-database direction finding sensor. Netline's new development is designed to detect all drone threats in the covered area, including various non-standard and DIY drones which are the most elusive threat in recent war zones and conflict areas. The new version of Netline's DF sensor is based on three detection steps. First, the sensor scans the spectrum for all radio frequencies in the relevant bands, then separates targets from the spectral noisy environment using a hybrid algorithm, and finally tracks the suspicious targets to define their threatening level according to different parameters. That's all the news for today. We hope you enjoyed the news. Do subscribe to our channel and do give us your feedback. Thank you and have a great week ahead.